So, having to get acquainted, I was able to segregate that which, because of which doctor was saying, keep it away, keep it away. Having to use my discernment on that, I started this theme-based tapping on chakras using this very simple slide that I found on the net. I found this a very good start and in tune with what we work on with VCT also. So I thought that this was the right thing to do. We did the root chakra, then we did the sacral chakra, and we'll follow the same process now for the solar chakra. The solar plexus chakra, and from this also, our focus is only on these two key areas because these are psychic centers, no chakras. So the two things related to psyche given over here are courage and ambition. Okay, so like we did last time, let us write down anything and everything that comes to our mind with these two words, courage and ambition. It could be a thought, it could be an idea, it could be a term, it could be some incident, anything and everything, but you have only 5 minutes to do that. So only in 5 minutes, whatever comes to your mind, you will write down. Okay, and then we will see whatever else comes to our mind, we can add later on. But just now it's 3:25. So till 3:30, please write whatever comes to your mind in relation to courage and ambition. While working on it, if you have any question in mind that stops you from thinking further, please feel free to ask.
Ma'am, solar plexus is Swadhisthana, same chakra.
No, sacral is Swadhisthana. Solar plexus is Nabhi chakra.
Nabhi.
Third chakra. We don't
Okay.
even talk about the names. We call
Okay.
it third chakra. In fact, the slide is also a little more for us.
Swadhisthana. Okay. Manipur. Manipur. Okay.
Yeah, Manipur.
Okay. Fine. Thank you, ma'am.
So whatever you may have been able to gather, please share your thoughts on. I hope you have written separate list for both, or is it a combined one?
Separate, ma'am.
So it would be good if you can first share separately. Then we'll see if there is connection between them. Okay. So courage first. Yeah, whoever can start. Yeah.
So, ma'am, the courage is needed for me is to face anything or any adversity, whatever happens, I should be able to face uh, to get over any obstacle which is stopping me from feeling fully alive. Currently, I feel disconnected at many times. Many times, I just feel disconnected with the surrounding. So, I want to be fully connected. और उसके लिए जो भी बन पड़ता है जो भी करना है दैट करेज आई शुड बी हैविंग विद इन मी आई शुड जस्ट जंप इन टू द सिचुएशन जो जैसा है उसमें आई शुड बी एबल टू आई नीड करेज फॉर दैट कई बार मैं अपने आप को रोकती हूँ मैं अपने आप को रोक लेती हूँ एंड आई सी माई सेल्फ
What other ideas on courage?
दैट
That's it. Okay. What about who's coming up next? Yeah.
According to me, courage for me is to I'm ready. I'm ready to face any challenge, and if I see any courageous act, it has a special place in my heart. Always I appreciate, even though जब भी मैं ऐसे सुनती हूँ या देखती हूँ तो मुझे ना बहुत ऐसा लगता है कि मुझे उसका जैसा बनना है. That is what ऐसा. Then my courage was I have accepted the change as a permanent thing in my life. Change is always there, so I am ready for the change. because this is what my life taught me. Actually, it was not like I was born with it, but life taught me that change will be there always. So overnight the life situation can change, and I have that composure in a disturbed situation. सामने वालों को पता नहीं चलता है कि मैं डिस्टर्ब हो रही हूँ नहीं हो रही हूँ, बट उनको हिम्मत आती है मेरे को देख के. Then threshold of physical pain and mental also is actually I have more threshold. मैं फिजिकल भी किसी को बहुत बहुत ऐसा बोलती ही नहीं हूँ. इनफैक्ट ऐसा कभी कभी बोल देती. हाँ, देन हाँ, that everybody will have the courage to laugh at challenges. First मेरे को हंसने को आता है.
That's
पहले जो भी देखते थे मेरे को पहले हंसने का आता है. अरे वाह, ये भी है मेरे साथ ऐसा.
Good one.
Then another is any challenge. Yeah, we are talking about when any challenge is that I am the first one to jump into that. So पीछे से सब बाद में जंप करेंगे. पहले बोलेंगे कि लक्ष्मी तू क्या बोल रही है, तो फिर पहले मैं जंप कर, फिर मैं. That is what is courage for me.
Okay, Shrishti.
So first, just hearing about the word courage reminds me of all the people in the armed forces. The courage they have leaving their family and do something for the country is very, very much, I don't know how to describe that feeling, but it's very courageous of them. Then, so according to me, to do something which you fear. So there's something which you fear, and to go against it and to make a decision to execute it is itself a courageous thing. Yeah, and in personal life also, I think somewhere I'm a little courageous because I have never thought of anything. I've just, as Lakshmi ji said, come to conclusions or jumped into changing careers, not thinking of any plan B, what others would think, what I would do otherwise if I could not have anything. I have just like emotionally taken decisions. I don't think that's courageous at all. It's all foolish. I don't know.
Good way of
Those
looking
were
at
all
it.
foolish actions. Foolish
The other
actions
day,
taken.
ma'am, I want to add here the other day. I don't know you all have watched that in Indian Idol, something like that. One girl, she was when she was a small girl, she had a cancer. So her people had told, anyway, she's going to die. Why you all want to waste money on her? Her parents were taught like that. Then she came out of that. Her parents, of course, definitely the means hats off to those parents also. But that girl, when she means came over that cancer, she was very scared of the height, it seems. Now she climbed the mountain.
Wow.
And she was saying that, means she was expressing, मुझे मरना मौत तो आना ही है, बट मुझे तिरंगे में लपेट के
मरना है.
हाँ, तो I was so overwhelmed. मुझे ना ऐसा लगा कि बाप रे, लोग क्या क्या सोचते हैं. हम तो कंफर्ट लेवल, मीन्स जो घर के कंफर्ट है उसके बाहर ही निकलने को कितना सोचते हैं. ये तो मीन्स वेरी ब्यूटीफुल. दैट एपिसोड वाज वेरी ब्यूटीफुल मैम. भारत की बेटियां, इफ आपके पास मौका मिलेगा तो देखो, बहुत अच्छे अच्छे एग्जाम्पल्स है उधर ऐसा. So those things it really has a special place in my heart, you know. मैं जब भी ऐसा कुछ सुनती हूँ, ऐसा कुछ, as she said, फ्रंट वालों का तो मैं हमेशा सोचती हूँ, but when I see the situation and all, बहुत ही ऐसा लगता है कि मैं कुछ भी नहीं कर रही, वो टाइप लगता है मुझे.
Yeah, it takes courage to do any of those things. Okay, yeah. What about ambition? Last in, first out. Shrishti, you begin with ambition now. क्या हुआ? Shrishti is frozen or she's just decided not to speak?
I'm trying to be the best.
Shrishti, आपका
हाँ, she's got उसका internet आया जाया करता है। चलो ठीक है, फाइन। तुम लोग कोई बोलो फिर, till she joins in.
मेरा एम्बिशन ना मैम बहुत ही अभी वक्त है कि बहुत ही छोटा छोटा था, सिंपल। व्हेन आई वाज यंग, लाइक व्हेन आई वाज 11 12, आई वांटेड अ सिंपल लाइफ विद ऐसा बेसिक नेसेसिटीज। ऐसा कुछ एम्बिशन नहीं था कि बहुत बड़ी बड़ी चीजें चाहिए। अभी मेरी एक फ्रेंड थी, उसके घर पे बहुत सारे फॉरेन के चीज होते थे, यू नो, व्हेनेवर आई यूज्ड टू गो टू हर हाउस, बट आई नेवर, दैट थॉट नेवर केम टू माय माइंड कि आई शुड हैव दैट। एक परफ्यूम का बॉटल भी, अगर मुझे परफ्यूम बहुत पसंद है, लेकिन मुझे ऐसा नहीं लगता था कि अरे यार उसके पास है मुझे भी चाहिए, ऐसा वो टाइप का एम्बिशन है। बट वॉट एवर आई हैड, खाली सिंपल लाइफ विथ बेसिक नेसेसिटीज, वो टाइप का एम्बिशन था मेरा। और अनदर वाज, हाँ, आई वांटेड टू बी हेल्पफुल। I don't know, that was from my childhood, it was like that, you know, मेरे से जितना बन पड़ता है कि सबको मदद हो जाए मेरे से, ऐसा। then ambition, स्कूल में लीडर थी and I wanted to be a working woman, but I didn't pursue that because अभी डेफिनेटली इट इज लाइक, यू नो, गिविंग द सिचुएशन ने अलाउ नहीं किया, क्योंकि मैं जब शादी करके आई, मेरा हस्बैंड फ्लाइंग कर रहे थे, तो उन्होंने बोला कि बच्चों के साथ में कौन रहेगा, तो मैंने बैक सीट ले लिया। इट वाज नॉट ऐसा कुछ नहीं कि मैं बैक सीट लेना जरूरी था, like, you know, I could have done, and I had a very good, like, you know, मेरे साथ में, मेरे क्लास में जो भी थे, आई टू स्टैंड फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड में, वो रैंक में मेरा था। तो उन लोगों को सरप्राइज होता है कि मैं घर पे कैसे बैठी, क्योंकि उन लोग सब दूसरे सब तो आप भी जब भी आपसे जब जब आपसे मिली तो मुझे लगा, तभी उससे पहले मुझे क्या लगता था, ओके माय लाइफ डिमांडेड दैट, दैट इज व्हाट आई हैड थॉट। नाउ मुझे लग रहा है कि आई डिडंट वांटेड टू गेट आउट ऑफ माय कंफर्ट जोन, इसके लिए मैं बहुत खुश थी। ठीक है, दैट वाज द थिंग। तो अभी अभी जब भी हाँ, अभी अभी जब भी यस, वो पहचान डेफिनेटली आपने बताया मुझे। और अभी अभी भी कभी भी ऐसा कंफर्ट जोन में जाती हूँ, ऐसा बहुत जल्दी निकलती भी नहीं हूँ, फिर भी जाती हूँ, तो मैं रहती हूँ, तो मेरे को मालूम है कि मैं कंफर्ट जोन में हूँ। आई डोंट वांट, पहले ऐसा नहीं था, पहले आई वाज अनअवेयर, लाइक, यू नो, मुझे ऐसा लगता था कि मैंने सैक्रिफाइस किया है, अनकॉन्शियस। अभी मालूम है मुझे कि सैक्रिफाइस, या आई हैव,
बट उसके लिए करने का अभी बाकी है,
करने के बाकी।
सृष्टि, एम्बिशन।
Yeah. I was frozen. Okay. Ambition, according to me, is being the best version of self in all areas of life. So I divided it into two, materialistic and spiritual. So materialistic mein ambition in every aspect, money, career, position, and so for that, consistency is very, very important, and failures actually help you to become more closer to your ambition. Materialistic and spiritually also. So spiritually, as you used to always say that whatever negative emotion you're facing through, if that was all gone, how would you imagine yourself free from that? So that,
Right.
which I feel I should have. So how do you feel at that point when you're completely free from anger or free from sadness or whatever?
Right.
So that is ambition, and free from all negativities. So how lighter you would be, how would you take that situation when you would be completely free from that? So that was ambition in spiritual terms.
Okay, Jyoti.
Yeah, ma'am, here I just want to add one thing. As she said, lighter after the there is no negative this with me also, no, मैं बोली ना, मैं अपने आप को ऐसा, अरे मैंने सैक्रिफाइस कर दिया, बट आई यूज्ड टू फील हेवी. I used to feel heavy because I was not
In
I
tune with
was not हाँ, एक तो वो है, and I was not talking, means मेरा ये नहीं देख रही थी मैं, तो always I used to feel heavy, you know, कि मुझे ऐसा लग रहा था कि मीन्स why I am not feeling happy. वो भी उतना भी सोचती नहीं थी, लेकिन वो फीलिंग एकदम ऐसा पर्सनैलिटी बन गया था. पर्सनैलिटी
Ma'am,
बन गया था.
I agree. It feels very heavy.
अभी
Very.
अभी अभी
I
मालूम.
don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah,
Ignorance. Ignorance
yeah,
is tamasic, no?
yeah.
tamas.
Yes,
हाँ.
And
yes,
tamas is
yes.
heavy.
It drains you, in fact. कि
Totally.
अच्छा किया
Yeah.
मैंने
Taps.
गुस्सा नहीं करके, तो why am I feeling drained?
It saps your
Yeah.
energy.
गुस्सा होके
Yeah.
तो इनफैक्ट निकल जाता, अच्छा होता था.
लेकिन और एक बात भी है मैम, ये सब जानने के लिए ना 1 साल का वीसीटी नहीं बस हुआ, अब भी जाके थोड़ा थोड़ा समझ में आ रहा है. इट्स नॉट लाइक
Because you're not revisiting it. You're not regularly revisiting. जब तक
Yeah.
रेगुलरली रिविजिट
हाँ.
करके अपने आप को चेक नहीं करते रहोगे, एंड तुम अपने आप को सुबह सुबह, एक सोने से पहले रात को और सुबह उठने के पहले, पहली चीज, यू हैव टू shake yourself out of your stupor. Unless and until you make that as a routine, larger part
Okay.
of the day, you're going to remain in your comfort zone. And that is tamas. And tamas will never let you change, will never let you have courage, will never let you do anything. You'll find ways and means of remaining there.
Correct.
So
Yes.
unless and until you decide to really get out of that stupor, fine. Tamasic life is your life, is your life.
I just heard a famous MBA chaiwala. He has become a internet sensation, and he has done a very at a very young age he has accomplished a lot of things. So here now only he was saying, so comfort is for a moment, regret is for lifetime.
Very true.
So we have to decide. If we don't come out of
Lakshmi will rephrase it. I will always remain in comfort. There is never going to be a moment of regret.
Regret. Perception, no, ma'am. Perception.
By Lakshmi Shetty.
Ma'am, perception.
I'll make a post and send it to you. You can share it with everybody. Quotable quote by Lakshmi Shetty.
Rephrase.
Okay, Jay.
Yeah, so ma'am, ambition, I've written it in the present context. So when Lakshmi ji started off, so I have been having ambitions at different stages. So वो बदलती गई. आज के इसमें now तो बस मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि I should be connected to something beyond and I should be able to, you know, वो क्या है beyond वो भी पता नहीं है. But I can see that it is something very beautiful. और उसका वो एक्सपीरियंस क्या होगा, वो वहां तक पहुंचना है. बट ये जो हैवीनेस की भी जो भी ये लोग बात कर रहे थे, दैट इज ऑल्सो समथिंग विच आई हैव फेल्ट एंड डिस्कवर्ड वेरी रिसेंटली. अभी आपके साथ अभी काम करते करते ही यू एक्चुअली फील, वो बोलते हैं ना, इवन व्हेन यू डिसाइड समथिंग यू डोंट फील गुड अबाउट इट, ये ठीक नहीं हुआ है, यू नो. तो दैट हैप्पीनेस कीप्स यू एंड देन यू अगेन रीफ्रेज, realign yourself till you feel lighter and good again. So currently the ambition is just to realize, not realize, I would say, just to experience that thing which is beyond me. That is the ambition as of now.
Very true.
Yeah.
Okay, now having shared and listened to others, what do you see? Why are both these characteristics found in one place? What is the relation between them? Are they connected in any way?
Yeah, so if you have an ambition, you will have the courage to attain that. You need
For
to
any
have the
ambition to
courage.
be fulfilled, You need to
Yeah,
have courage
and the
to be able to fulfill that. Excellent connection. Any other connection?
Both of them contribute to the purpose of our life,
yeah,
actually.
Very true. They are complementary to each other.
Yes.
Yes, one
yes,
cannot be without another.
Yeah,
What would you have courage for if you don't have an ambition?
absolutely.
ambition.
Correct. एम्बिशन कुछ होगा तो उसके लिए करेज लेने की जरूरत है ना. जब एम्बिशन कुछ है ही नहीं तो you
Correct.
don't even need courage. So in other words, if you don't have one, you will not even recognize the other.
Yeah.
You'll remain ignorant. So both of these therefore go hand in hand. Lakshmi, what do you say about courage and ambition's relationship?
वही मेरे पास करेज रह के क्या फायदा सोच रही हूँ मैं.
हाँ, करेज होएगा तो क्या करूंगी क्योंकि एम्बिशन नहीं रखा कुछ भी. एम्बिशन मीन्स गेटिंग आउट ऑफ कंफर्ट जोन.
Comfort zone.
तो हम एम्बिशन रखेंगे ही नहीं ना.
That needs courage. That needs courage. That needs
It
courage.
needs courage to
Getting
have
out
an
of
ambition.
no, and getting out of comfort zone also needs courage.
That could be your ambition.
Correct.
Okay. Do you recall having certain ambition and making courage to have achieved it? Any one life instance where you aimed at something, it could be something small, and then you gathered enough courage and achieved it. You had an ambition which was seemingly a little beyond you, or you could not understand how it can be achieved, and you never thought it can come through. You know, something like that.
मैं बोलूं मैम.
बोल ना.
मैं मेरा this is very this one. Till I had my first child, I had not seen small children. Small बच्चे को देखा ही नहीं था, कभी हाथ में उठाया ही नहीं था मैंने. और my mummy was no more when immediately after marriage she was no more. So now when I got pregnant, तो मुझे ना वो एक बात बहुत डर लगता था कि मैं क्या करेगी. अभी लोग सब बोलते हैं कि अरे लक्ष्मी ये करते, लक्ष्मी. मैं सोच रही थी अरे बच्चा उठे ना क्यों, मेरे से नहीं होने वाला है. और बच्चे को नहलाने का खिलाने का वो तो होने वाला ही नहीं है. तो but then when after the child I started giving her bath in 2 months. That was my achievement actually for me. Then when I सब कुछ मैं अकेली करने लगी उस बच्चे का, that was my achievement. Of course I didn't have any help as such, but it was not as disastrous I had thought. It was
you said in fact the very important law of nature, that you always imagine worse than what reality is.
Yes.
Your imagination is more monstrous than the danger in action.
Yeah.
So you have proved it, and you have arrived at the statement rather than just take it as a quote from anybody. Very good. Excellent. Good example. Srishti, Jyoti.
I forgot अभी लक्ष्मी का सुनते सुनते आपका क्वेश्चन एक्चुअली थोड़ा सा भूल गई हूँ, बट when we say of committing,
question was, have you at any point of time had any ambition which seemed a little challenging, difficult, not possible to reach, with a question mark, which you have taken courage to achieve?
Yeah. So as a child, I wanted to be a doctor. That too, armed forces medical doctor. वो white sari में ना, I wanted to serve the defense forces. So till that was beyond me. Seeing my environment, my mental state, and everything around me was just totally opposite. But I kept at it. पढ़ना भी नहीं आता था. I've shared it in my earlier this thing. But somehow I gathered the courage and I kept at it till second year BSc तक मैंने try किया. सेकेंड ईयर तक करती रही एंड थर्ड ईयर तक आते आते व्हेन आई सॉ माय फेलो, मतलब जो साथ के जो स्टूडेंट्स थे, दे स्टार्टेड गिविंग मैनेजमेंट एंड बैंक एग्जाम्स एंड दिस थिंग, सो यू नो वो हर्ड मेंटालिटी, फिर वो मैंने बोला चलो ये नहीं हुआ तो भी ये करते हैं, बट आई हैड टू तो मैंने बोला चलो ये, वो कुछ शायद लास्ट था ईयर या आई एम नॉट रिकलेक्टिंग नाउ, बट आई रियली वांटेड टू डू दैट, बट नाउ आई फील सो वो कहीं पर वो एम्बिशन रह गई, बट अभी भी मैं कोई भी चीज़ उठा लेती हूँ ना, जब तक ख़त्म नहीं होती है ना तो मैं उसको छोड़ूंगी नहीं। मतलब पकड़ के रखती हूँ, एक बार किया है, इफ़ आई कमिटेड टू समथिंग, यस आई आई विल फिनिश, चाहे फिर कितनी भी तकलीफ हो, लंबा भी जाएगा तो ठीक है, बट वो क्योंकि मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगता फिर वो कि मैंने ये बोला था और किया नहीं, दैट दैट रियली फॉर मी टू फील गुड इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट that I need to finish that what I have started. So that is for me.
Ma'am, I am trying to recollect, but
कुछ याद नहीं आ रहा है.
whatever ambition I had, I've terribly failed in that. So then I completely dropped
Failed
the
is
idea
okay,
of
but did
having
you
any
try?
ambition.
Did you attempt? Did you
Yeah.
take
Yeah.
courage to do it?
Yeah.
That's the thing to be shared. Successful or unsuccessful is not a criteria.
So studying statistics was not at all easy, and I've gone a lot of things when I was studying in college. So completing, because after 12th I had 1 year gap. I did not get into any of the colleges. So 1 year that drop was so painful that after that I decided, no, I want to study whatever is the situation, I want to study. So till MSc I studied very hard, completed it, and post that uh, the efforts which I thought I had put will give me good fruits in corporate, but when I saw that word I was like, no, this is not my cup of tea. And that was completely devastating. Ki, what have I done? Like 7 years I've invested in studying, and now uh, अभी तो कॉर्पोरेट, मतलब हर फील्ड में तो यही होने वाला है, तो किया क्यों, करने का क्या मतलब था. So then teaching में भी आई, तो teaching had then become a very very large scale business again. So I don't know, my thinking must have been wrong, but so I then whatever came in, I did it and it happened. Whether it was doing something else, XYZ. So then I put in efforts. I did not think of anything, and whatever difficulties came, it happened. I overcome it, and that was not at all the ambition. So yeah.
Very obviously, when we are talking of courage and ambition as a psychic characteristic associated with a certain point in our energy body, the location being the abdomen, at a point it is concentrated. It is also that you will find that having sensation in this part, negatively or positively, in the face of being courageous or non-courageous, having an ambition or not having ambition. Your abdomen tells you whether you are open and balanced with respect to these two major traits. If you will observe from all the sharing that you all have done, there are so many other feelings that are in the periphery of these two that you have expressed. While you shared, okay, in fact, Jyoti and Shrishti have shared where they were not successful, right? You were not successful in fulfilling the ambition. Is there anything just now that you want to cultivate courage for, or an ambition that you are either not clear about or you want to achieve? Is there anything that you want to work upon immediately now?
Um, the fear of not uh, achieving the ambition, maybe, or fear of not having an ambition.
The two are contrary statements you're making.
So to overcome the fear of not having an ambition.
How can you have fear of not having ambition? Means?
Yeah.
Explain it a little. Maybe with an example or something. If anyone can help
Fear,
you to explain.
okay.
Yeah.
No, I think fear of having an ambition.
Explain that.
So if I have an ambition to reach at certain stage in yoga asana, for example, and if I fail, then it would be, if I'm not being able to achieve, then there's a fear like I won't be able to achieve the ambition. So
it's a fear
rather
of
not
failure.
have an ambition. Rather not have an ambition.
Okay. The fear of failure makes you conclude that I'm happier without an ambition.
Yeah.
That means I'm happy with my third chakra blocked. Because if it opens up and if it is in balance, I will have ambition. Are you getting the point? So is that the state you want to remain in?
No.
You're saying that no in your thought from the cognitive. Ask your inner core. Is that inner self? Even last time when we did the Swadhisthana Chakra, you said it was a big opening for you. Right?
Yeah.
It was a real shift for you. So, a particular shift will happen in this. Are you willing to go through that discomfort that will come in having to shift? After shifting, you don't know what it will be like. Or maybe you have some prior experience. But the shifting will be uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's painful, very painful.
Yes. So
the process is painful.
Right. Are you ready for that?
That keeps me away from taking action.
That's right. If Lakshmi ji was to say that I don't know how to handle the baby, I will not produce one. Then what if I don't know how to hold the baby? What if I can't give birth to the baby? I will fail. So I rather not produce one. What would she have ended up doing? Would she have grown?
Missed
out on so much in life.
Yeah.
So apply that to your ambition, fear, or ambition related fear.
Yeah.
It already is shaking you. Even physically, I can see. You see, this is exactly how your mind reflects in your body. It's already shaking you. Okay. So, Lakshmi and Jyoti, do you also have any such fear of failure that is keeping you from some action, some doing, some decisions, some choices,
No, it's
smaller
not
or
a
bigger, doesn't matter.
fear. It's not, I would not say your fear. Like last when we had seen, you said, "Oh, है तो fear ही है." But I just hold myself back. So I just want to
Yeah,
be
holding yourself back is due to fear.
repairing
She's
my
also
things.
holding herself back. When Shrishti says this, she's holding herself back from having any ambition. For
So,
the
ma'am,
fear that she may not succeed in fulfilling that ambition. It's a may, no? And Lakshmi just shared, it wasn't as bad as I imagined it to be.
yeah.
Your imagination is always worse than the real. So Lakshmi has already answered Shrishti's question even before she asked.
So, ma'am, sir, for me, how it happens is like if I have a certain thing which I want to do, अगर मैंने खुद ने चूज की हुई है, अगर मैंने चूज की है या कुछ हो रहा है, if I'm able to connect to it, तो हो जाती है. But if I can't relate to certain thing, I just go बंद ही हो जाती हूँ मैं.
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen. मैं एकदम जो shut हो जाती हूँ ना वो that should not happen. And then I find
If it is
myself like
good for you, why should it not happen?
yeah, like currently also when I was here on in this retreat, so like I saw it was a nice thing. Everybody was together, सब सही था. But then there was a time when कुछ music बजा and सब लोग जाके dance कर रहे हैं. And there were some five, six, and I just could not get into that circle only. मैंने बोला क्या है हम लोग सब साथ में हैं. And they were बहुत अच्छे से. It was a very nice environment also. It was not some visa. It was a very the whole the way it happened. And there was a 80-year-old man. Even he was dancing, and I could not just move. मैं ये क्या है? See, I'm holding my. I could realize I'm holding, but I just could not participate. So I missed out on that experience. And
So
like
do
this,
you work on your perception of the whole thing as to what is it that is holding you back?
exactly what I'm not able to say because
So
it was
tap on
nothing but.
that, become aware, do awareness tapping.
So this is something I want to work on if you're
Yeah.
asking.
So do awareness tapping on ambition. वो conscious वाले unconscious से conscious वाले state में जाना है. Even though I don't know what is holding me back. Sit over
Sometimes
there in front of all the ones are dancing in your mind and tap. I don't know what's holding me back. I'm missing out on that experience, but I'm not able to get myself to go there. Tap that. Nikalo. Then you
and they
will
will,
become aware.
yeah, and it was really so beautiful. One my roommate, no, she loves to dance, but because this thing happened, she participated, and later on she just opened up so much. She started speaking in the class and everything, and she said it's made a major change in her thing also. So it I was so happy for her. मैंने बोला देखा अगर मेरे भी ऐसा होता तो मेरा भी कुछ खुलता था ऐसे मैंने क्यों नहीं किया. I don't know.
Yeah.
बट ये होता है मैम बीसीटी के साथ मेरे मतलब लाइक टू टैप अलोन अभी जैसे ये क्लास में तो मैं कर लूंगी इफ यू टेल मी टू डू इट देन आई डू इट बट
Yeah.
ऐसे अलग से नहीं होता है ऐसे.
So connect with anybody. There are so many people to connect with. The community इसीलिए बनाई है, but we are not making use of it. Share there. Somebody will find time. वीडियो कॉल कर लो और कर लो टैपिंग 5 मिनट लगेगी. Each one can help each other, no?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's tap as Shrishti in that case.
Yeah.
Lakshmi, you want to tap as Shrishti or as yourself?
सृष्टि को फियर है, मेरे को फियर नहीं है. सुस्ती है. फियर नहीं, फियर ऑफ फेलियर होता ही नहीं है मेरे, खाली
वही फियर नहीं है.
फिर इसलिए नहीं है क्योंकि वो कभी किनारे तक जाती ही नहीं है. किनारे पे जाऊंगी तो गिरने का डर रहेगा ना, लेकिन मैं दूर से ही, वो किनारा वो तुम लोग के
किनारा
लिए,
मालूम
मेरे लिए
है.
नहीं है. आई एम हैप्पी हियर. तो
मैं बीच तक ठीक
वो
है.
डर को आने के लिए भी नहीं देती है. तो उस हिसाब से कहूंगी
हाँ.
सृष्टि एटलीस्ट एक कदम आगे है. तो एटलीस्ट
हाँ.
जाके उस डर को देख के तो आती है कि डर है. तेरे को मालूम है कि उधर जाऊंगी तो डर आएगा, तो मैं जाऊं ही क्यों.
हाँ.
तो तू तो
हाँ,
और भी
पता
एक
है.
कदम पीछे कर लिया अपने आप को.
ओके, तो शुरुआत
तो
करेगा
डर तो है, लेकिन वो डर को देखने के लिए मैं जाती ही नहीं हूं उधर तक. तो तुष्टि बराबर बोला.
तुष्टि.
लेकिन वो तुष्टि किसके प्रति है. वो डर नहीं महसूस करना है, इसके प्रति है. तो डर तो है. और ज्योति जो तू बोल रही है वो भी डर ही है. डर इस प्रकार है जो कि इतना शायद दबा के रखा हुआ है, छुपा के इतना रखा हुआ है, उसके ऊपर इतने सारे आवरण डाले हुए हैं कि वो अपना काम तो कर रहा है लेकिन तुम्हें दिखता नहीं है.
फील भी नहीं
ये
होता
कोई
मैम.
ना कोई डर ही है जो तुम्हें रोकता है. डर से बड़ा तमस कुछ भी नहीं है. रोकने वाला अभिनिवेश. अंधतमिश्र.
अंधतमिश्र. अतितम.
जिसको अंग्रेजी में हम फियर बोलते हैं. संस्कृत में बहुत सारे शब्द हैं उसके लिए और उसके अलग अलग लेवल्स हैं.
वो सबसे स्ट्रांग है ना, अंधतमिश्र. हाँ. I actually, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Even though
even though
I don't want to have any ambition.
I don't
want to have any ambition.
For the fear that I may fail, I may not achieve it.
For the fear that I may fail or I may not achieve.
And it's not necessary to have an ambition.
And it's not necessary to have an ambition.
I'm happy with my life the way it is.
I'm happy with the way, with the life what I have.
Why should I change it?
Why should I
change it?
There's no compulsion for me to have an ambition.
There's no
compulsion on me to have any ambition.
Still, I deeply and completely
Still,
I deeply and completely
love,
love,
forgive,
forgive,
and accept myself.
and accept myself.
Even though
Even though
I'm quite happy without any ambition.
I'm quite happy without
I'm
any
quite
ambition.
happy without any ambition.
But I know
But I know
it is keeping me tamasic.
It's
it is
keeping
keeping me tamasic.
And that knowledge is disturbing me.
And that knowledge
is disturbing me.
But the fear of failure
The fear of failure
is much stronger than that.
is much
stronger than that.
And I remain inactive.
And I
I remain inactive.
Still I deeply and completely
Still I
Still,
deeply
I
and
deeply
completely
and completely
love,
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 forgive,
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 and accept myself,
and accept
and
myself.
accept myself,
even though
even though
this lack of ambition
this lack of
this lack
ambition
of ambition
is not worthy
is not
is
worthy
not worthy
for having a great life.
for
for
having a great.
having a great life.
Still, I deeply and completely
Still I
Still,
deeply and
I
completely
deeply and completely
love,
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 forgive,
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 and accept myself.
and
and
accept myself.
accept myself.
Eyebrow point. This lack of ambition.
This lack
This
of
lack
ambition.
of ambition.
Hmm. हाँ ले ले अंदर दे दे. I end point. This lack of ambition
This lack of
This
ambition.
lack of ambition.
below the eyes. This fear of failure
This fear of
This
failure.
fear of failure.
below the nose. This lack of ambition
This lack
This
of
lack of
ambition.
ambition.
syndrome. This fear of failure
This
This fear
fear
of
of
failure.
failure.
below the collarbone. This lack of ambition
This
lack of
lack of
ambition.
ambition.
below the armpit. This fear of failure
This fear of
This
failure.
fear of failure.
on the lower ribs. This lack of ambition.
This lack of ambition.
Thumbnail. This fear of failure.
This fear of
This
failure.
fear of failure.
Forefinger. This lack of ambition.
This
lack of
lack of ambition.
Middle finger. This fear of failure.
This fear
fear.
of failure.
Little finger. This lack of ambition.
This lack of ambition.
This lack of ambition.
Karate chop. Still I deeply and completely
Still I
Still,
deeply
I
and completely
deeply and completely
love,
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 forgive,
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 and accept myself.
and accept this.
and accept myself.
I choose to be
I choose
I
to be
choose to be
free from this fear of failure,
free from this
free
fear of failure.
from this fear of failure.
and I deeply and completely
And I deeply
And I
and completely
deeply and completely
love,
love,
forgive,
love,
forgive,
forgive,
and accept myself.
and accept.
and accept myself.
I choose to be
I choose to
I
be
choose to be
courageous
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 and have an ambition,
and
and
have
have
an
an
ambition.
ambition.
and I deeply and completely
And I deeply
And
and
I
completely
deeply and completely
love,
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 forgive,
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 and accept myself.
and
and accept myself.
I choose to have courage
I choose
I
to have
choose to
courage
have courage
and face the consequences of my having an ambition.
and
and
face the
face the
consequences
consequences
of
of
having
having an
an ambition.
ambition.
And I deeply and completely
And I deeply
And I deeply and completely
love,
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 forgive,
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 accept,
accept,
respect,
respect,
honor,
honor,
and value myself.
and value myself.
I choose to be
I choose to be
having a clear goal
having
I
a
choose
clear,
to be having
clear
a
goal.
clear goal
and have courage to
And
work
I
towards it.
and
and
have
have
courage to work
courage
towards
to
it.
walk towards it.
Be supported
Be,
Be supported
with all my resources
with all my
with all
resources
my resources
and faith in the higher reality.
and faith in the
and
higher
faith in the
reality.
higher reality.
to succeed as per my higher self.
To
to
succeed
as
as
per
per my
self.
higher self.
And I deeply and completely
And I
And I
deeply
deeply and completely
love,
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 forgive,
forgive,
and accept myself.
and accept
and accept myself.
Eyebrow point. Free from this fear of failure.
free from this fear
Free
of failure.
from this fear of failure.
Iron point. Have a clear goal in life.
Have a clear goal in life.
Have a clear goal in life.
Below the eyes. Have courage to have a goal.
Have courage
To
to
have
have a goal.
courage to have a goal.
Below the knees. Use all my resources to succeed.
To use all
Use all my
resources to
to
succeed.
succeed.
Chin group. I am blessed.
I am blessed.
I am blessed.
Below the collarbone. I am free from fear.
I
I am free from fear.
Below the armpits. I am courageous.
I am courageous.
I am courageous.
On the lower ribs. I have a clear goal.
I
have a clear goal.
Thumbnail. I have all the resources.
I
I
have
have all the resources,
Forefinger, including my courage.
including my courage.
Middle finger, including my clarity of goal.
Including my
of goal.
clarity of goal.
Little finger, to succeed under the guidance of my higher self.
To
To
succeed
succeed
under the
under the
guidance
of my higher self.
Gratitude. And I deeply and completely
and I deeply
And
and
I
completely
deeply and completely
love,
love,
forgive,
forgive,
and accept myself.
and accept myself.
Start the tender spot on the shoulder as you take a deep breath in. Gently press and hold the point as you breathe out long from the mouth.
was well connected now. I could connect all the points. वही था actually.
If you do this often, you'll be able to make a move.
Yeah. Guru.
What has shifted in you, Shrishti?
I am trembling actually. My little heartbeats have gone a little faster.
Yes, I can make out that you are not comfortable. What about you,
Sorry,
Jyoti?
ma'am.
It is visible that you're not comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay, Jyoti?
Ma'am, started when they started, no? I could not relate only. I don't have an ambition. I'm not, I could not relate only. And then when you said that I have a goal, you know where to go. So like I see myself, so I was just again the thoughts अंदर चलने शुरू हो गए कि हाँ कि क्या करना है वो पता है मतलब you working towards it. Currently I was struggling with the energy level, so I'm doing those steps. So I don't know. ये बीच बीच में मेरा दिमाग उठता है.
But otherwise fine.
Otherwise okay, yeah. Otherwise,
Fine. So let's work with Shrishti. We'll become Shrishti and tap for her. Okay. So you don't do the first step, Shrishti. Besides feeling the trembling and heartbeat, anything else?
A lot of thoughts, chaos,
Okay.
past, present, future, everything
Yeah,
is.
too many thoughts are coming and you're not able to zero on anyone. Okay. Lakshmi and Jyoti. Even though
Even though
I'm Shrishti,
I'm Shrishti.
I'm Srishti,
I deeply and completely
I deeply and
I
completely
deeply and completely
love,
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 forgive,
forgive,
and accept myself.
and accept myself.
Srishti, join in. Even though
even though
Even though
I'm trembling,
trembling.
I'm
I'm
trembling,
trembling.
my heartbeat is fast,
my
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 heart
My
heartbeat is
heartbeat
fast,
is fast.
and there's a lot of chaos in my head.
has a lot of
And
chaos.
there's
there
a
is a
lot of
lot of
chaos in my
chaos
life.
in my head.
All past, present, future, everything is just jumping in.
All past, present, future
is
is
jumping in.
coming and jumping in me.
Still, I deeply and completely
Still, I
Still,
deeply and
deeply
completely
and completely
love,
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 forgive,
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 and accept myself.
and accept.
and
and
accept
accept
myself.
myself.
Even though
Even though
I'm very disturbed,
I'm very
I'm very
disturbed.
disturbed.
there's too much chaos in my head.
Much
There
chaos.
is
There
too
is
much
too much
chaos
chaos in my head.
in my head.
I'm physically trembling,
I'm
I'm
physically trembling,
physically trembling,
and my heart is thumping fast.
Heart is
and
and
my
my
heart is
heart
pumping
is pumping
fast.
fast.
Still, I deeply and completely
Still, I deeply and
Still, I
completely
deeply and completely
love,
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 forgive,
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 and accept myself.
and
and
accept.
and
accept
accept
myself.
myself.
Even though
Even though
Even though
this is very discomforting,
Very
this is
this
very
is very
distant,
discomforting.
I don't know what's happening to me.
I
I
don't know what's
don't know
happening to me.
what's happening to me.
Still, I deeply and completely
Still,
Yeah.
I deeply
Still, I
and completely
deeply and completely
love,
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 forgive,
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 and accept myself.
and accept.
and
and
accept myself.
accept myself.
Eyebrow point. This discomfort.
This
This
discomfort,
discomfort,
Iron point. This trembling
this
Trembling.
trembling,
this trembling,
below the eyes. This heart beating fast
Heart beating
this
fast.
this
heart beating
heart
fast,
beating fast,
below the nose. This chaos in my head.
this
this
chaos
chaos
in my head,
in my head,
And groove. This too many thoughts coming at one time.
there's too many thoughts
too
coming
many
at one
thoughts
time.
coming at one time,
Below the collarbone. This trembling
Trembling.
This
this
trembling,
trembling,
below the armpit. This thumping of heart
This
this
thumping of
thumping
this
of heart,
pumping of heart,
on the lower ribs. This chaos in my head.
chaos in
this
my head.
this
chaos in my
chaos in my head,
Thumbnail. Too many thoughts.
Too many thoughts.
too many thoughts,
Forefinger. This discomfort.
this
this
discomfort,
discomfort,
Middle finger. This trembling.
this trembling,
this trembling,
Little finger. This chaos.
this
this
chaos.
chaos.
Karate chop. Still, I deeply and completely
Still I
Still,
deeply
I
Still, I
deeply and
deeply
completely
and completely
love,
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 forgive,
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 and accept myself.
and
and
accept.
accept
and
myself.
accept myself.
Tap the back of palm point. Keep tapping. Close your eyes tight. Open your eyes wide. Look left down without turning your head. Look right down without turning your head. Roll your eyeballs left to right, full circle, right to left, full circle. Hum a tune. Quickly count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Again, hum a tune. Karate chop. I deeply and completely
And
I
completely.
Deeply and
deeply and
completely
completely
love,
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 forgive,
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 and accept myself.
and
and
accept.
accept myself.
accept myself.
I choose to be
I choose to be
I choose to be
calm,
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 balanced,
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 and clear.
and clear.
and clear.
and clear.
And I deeply and completely
And I deeply and
And I deeply
completely
and completely
love,
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 forgive,
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 and accept myself.
and
and
accept
accept
myself.
myself.
I choose to
I
I
choose
choose
to
to
watch myself changing,
watch
watch
myself change,
myself changing,
go through that process,
go through that
go through
process,
that process,
enjoy it,
Joy.
enjoy
enjoy
it.
it.
for I know there is light at the end of the tunnel.
I know there is
And
light.
For
that I
that,
know there is light at the end of the tunnel.
And I deeply and completely
And I
and
deeply
I
and
deeply
completely
and completely
love,
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 forgive,
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 and accept myself.
And
and
accept.
accept
accept
myself.
myself.
I choose to
I choose
I
to
choose to
let go this suffering
Let go the suffering.
let go the
let go this
suffering
love
and go through this process
and go
and
through
go
this
through
process
this process
for my highest good
My
for
for
highest.
my
my
highest good
highest good
and for the highest good of the infinite being.
and for
and
the
for the
Highest.
highest
highest
good of
good
the
of the
infinite being.
infinite being.
And I deeply and completely
And I
And
deeply
I
and
deeply
completely
and completely
love,
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 forgive,
forgive,
and accept
forgive,
myself.
and
and
accept
accept
myself
myself
Eyebrow point for my highest good.
for
for my
my
highest,
highest good.
Eye end point for the highest good of the infinite being.
Highest.
for the
For the
highest good of the
highest good of
infinite
my
being.
infinite being.
Below the eyes. Let go this suffering.
Let go the
Let
Let
suffering.
go
go
this
the
suffering.
suffering.
Below the nose. Be balanced and watchful.
Be
Be
balanced
balanced
and
and watch
watchful
In group for my highest good.
Highest.
for my
for my
highest
highest
good.
Below the collarbone for the highest good of the infinite being.
Highest.
for the
For
highest
the
good of the
highest good
infinite
of
being.
the infinite being.
Below the armpit for my highest good.
For
For
my
my
highest good.
highest good.
On the lower ribs for the highest good of the infinite being.
For
Highest.
the highest
For
good of
the
the
highest good
infinite.
of the infinite being.
Thumbnail. Let go this suffering.
Let go this suffering.
Let go this suffering.
Forefinger. My higher self knows the best.
Highest.
My
My
highest self
higher
knows the
self
best.
knows the best.
Middle finger. I allow myself to be guided by my higher self.
I
I
allow
allow
myself
myself to be guided by the higher self.
Little finger. I have faith in myself.
faith.
I have faith in
I
myself.
have faith in myself.
Karate chop. And I deeply and completely
And I
And I
deeply and
deeply and
completely
completely
love,
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 forgive,
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 and accept myself.
And
and
accept.
and
accept myself.
accept myself.
Start the tenth spot on the shoulder as you take a deep breath in. Gently press and hold the point as you breathe out long from the mouth.
Relaxed.
Get awareness. And this time, be determined to hold on to that goal, that ambition. And I choose to, even you can tap back of palm as to, I choose to hold on to this. I choose to stick to my goal. I choose to use all my energy and resources to achieve it. But soon you will become aware of what it is. The turbidity has settled, so it will be visible. खाली देखने की जरूरत है. How did you both feel? Okay.
Yeah.
Making others happy, happiness you find.
I love that line, ma'am. I could totally relate. I choose to go through the process because end of this tunnel there is light.
Tunnel.
Light at the end of the tunnel.
बस वो वही
मेरा दिमाग में क्या गया मालूम है तभी ज्योति
हम्म,
मुझे ऐसा लगा मैम दिस इज जस्ट फॉर जोक मुझे ऐसा टनल के अंदर घुसने की क्या जरूरत है ऊपर से उड़ के
ये देखो
That's exactly how you are. You don't want to go through the process of change, but you want the change.
नहीं अभी नहीं I will
But at the same time, there is no other way but to go through the process. There is no other way, and only as human being can you go through the process. तो कभी कभी तो मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि साले आधे से ज्यादा जीवन तो चला गया, अभी क्या बाकी बचा है, इसके अंदर काम कितना सारा करने का है.
अभी तो थोड़ा मजा आना शुरू हुआ है मैम. पहले तो
अभी तो समझना हाँ
एटलीस्ट यू
अभी तो
डूइंग
समझ में आया कि देयर हैज टू बी पर्पस इन लाइफ बोल के अभी समझ में आया. पहला ऐसा था कि ऐसा लग रहा था, अभी पर्पस लग रहा है.
इनफैक्ट सुबह में शेखर का फोन आया था एंड तो उससे बात करते करते आई एंडेड अप शेयरिंग विद हिम. तो मेरे को असल में लक्ष्मी की याद आई उस समय, इसलिए बता रही हूँ. I wanted to share this with Lakshmi also. I shared with him. अभी तक मैंने किया नहीं है, लेकिन वो काम करने का है. I said just 2 days ago. अब वो आजकल थोड़ा डाउजिंग ज्यादा हो गया है, खुद के ऊपर ही ज्यादा करती हूँ. तो वो डाउजिंग करते करते I was working on something which suddenly made me extremely aware कि हम होपोनोपोनो तो करते हैं, wherein we are asking for forgiveness from the other person. What about I having to forgive the other person?
Ma'am,
I also have to forgive the other person, no?
Correct.
उसका क्या?
Yeah.
So unless and until I have forgiven, उसका तो forgiveness आ गया, उसका तो change हो गया अपना. The environment has become conducive. But in that conducive environment, now you don't have to hold on to blaming that person. Even in, bleak, weak thought. You also have to forgive.
Yes.
So I took out forgiveness ka grid, Sai Sanjeevani ka, and I prepared the water with it. And I am using that. And luckily that grid also has the prayer on it, forgiveness prayer. So reading it as often, वो घर print करके laminate करके उसको हाथ के पास में ही रखा हुआ है, जब कभी हाथ में आ जाता है पढ़ लेने का एक बार. And it's making so much difference. It's making so much difference. Just 2 days that I've started this. But it is amazing. Just amazing. I don't know how many of you are part of my Science and Jeevni group.
मैम इसमें forgiveness का ये किधर है किधर है मैम?
नहीं, वो देखना पड़ेगा because all are of different type. You'll have to check.
अच्छा ओके
forgiveness का अच्छा मेरा वाला ग्रिड दिखाऊं? मेरा वाला ग्रिड है जो तू पूछ रही है, उसके अंदर एक forgiveness का वो भी होगा. A single emblem also will be there. वो flower संजीवनी prayer का. Just a moment, I'll show you.
मैम ये शेयरिंग स्क्रीन कुछ आ नहीं रहा है.
मैम ढूंढ रही.
हाँ मिल गया. Can you see?
नहीं अब तक अभी आया. अभी आया.
Forgiveness for the highest benefit of the infinite being. You may speak this prayer aloud or silently as many times daily as you feel. Positive effects have been reported in many areas of bring optimal results, but even 1 or 2 times each day will not but also address future karma. As the prayers are encoded with a direct connection to the consciousness itself and the intelligence, with the true source of all health and well-being, the creator. Infinite creator, all that you are for me, all my family members, all my relationships, all time through all our lives. For all hurts and wrongs, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, thought, word, and deed. Please help us all forgive each other, forgive ourselves, forgive all people, and all people forgive us completely and totally. Please and thank you. For all suicide, incest, murder, rape, abortion, and infidelity, forgive each other, forgive ourselves, forgive all people, and all people forgive us completely and totally. Please and thank you. For all times we abandoned or were abandoned, withheld love or had love withheld, weren't nurtured, loved and supported, and creator, please help us all forgive, be forgiven, and all forgive ourselves completely and totally. Please and thank you. Please, infinite creator, for the highest good, death, negativity, limitations of all kind, transform it into your love and let your love flow back into us, filling and giving us all complete peace now and forever. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please help us love and bless each other, love and bless ourselves now and forever. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please and thank you.
Thank you.
Saying it also feels so powerful, no?
Yeah.
Reading.
Yeah.
And it has all these various prayers in it. Awareness, blockages, then Shanti, ego, prayer. One single card of forgiveness. Then tolerance, letting go, Shakti, right conduct, dharma, then detachment, gratitude, faith, because all these together make up forgiveness also. So this becomes a grid. A single one is a prayer, single prayer. This is a grid of prayer. When you use a single card, for each card, at least 20 seconds you must spend on it. You can just open it on your mobile and put your first 2 fingers on it and say, once it's done. It's a prayer finally, so it will have its effect as you repeat it often. I have made a Science and Jeevni Grid ka Telegram group. I don't know if you all are.
Ma'am, I was a part of it, but now I'm not part of it. I was actually checking few days back. I
How
had
come?
got acidity, hyperacidity. So I was checking if there is.
You were not there. I'll send you
No.
the link. मैंने उसका लिंक इसमें भी भेजा हुआ है, बहुत सारे ग्रुप्स में मिल जाएगा तुम जिसमें हो. You can again rejoin.
भेजा मैम.
किसी वजह से निकल गया होगा.
Okay. Yeah,
इस
I'll
ग्रुप
check.
में भेजू लिंक. साई संजीवनी. पहले मैंने इसमें सिर्फ ग्रिड्स डाली हुई थी, फिर बाद में somebody wanted those cards also, तो मैंने time it helps, वो रिवाइज हो जाता है माइंड में कि ओके ये भी है.
Yeah, I found it. It's in the personal Telegram chat.
बहुत सारे ग्रुप्स मिल जाएगा क्योंकि टाइम टू टाइम मैं रिमाइंड करती रहती हूँ.
मैम फिर अभी भेजो.
ठीक है, प्रैक्टिस वीसीटी में
भेज दो ना वीसीटी में. आ गया.
Yeah.
They're very supportive. In fact, a very good resource. If nothing else, it at least puts your mind into a positive state that you are doing at least something.
Correct.
For that issue. And that intention itself, we know, changes our perception. It helps us to see a way. And that's what prayers are supposed to do. Prayers are meant for showing us the way to achieve our goals. So if we keep praying, we are sure to.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Thanks to Srishti. Otherwise, I would have not even logged in today. क्योंकि किसी ने भी कुछ बोला नहीं था.
Thank you, Srishti.
In fact, practically since more than a month, बार मैं यही सोचती रहती हूँ. एक तो पहले तो सुमति नहीं आ रही थी, तो Lakshmi is so terribly scared, thanks to all the hearing that she's done from Sumati and Jyoti. नहीं बाबा अकेले नहीं करना है, मेरे को अकेले नहीं करना है, अकेले नहीं करना है. फिर ऊपर से बोलती मैं डरती नहीं हूँ.
तो आपसे मैम मैंने बोला आपसे डरती हूँ, ये तो बोली थी मैं. ये तो बोली थी.
मेरे से नहीं डरती है. सॉरी लक्ष्मी, तू अपने आप से डरती है. मेरे में तू मिरर देखती है, उससे तेरे को डर लगता है.
सही बात.
मिरर है.
I'm getting it. I'm getting. सही बात.
चलो, you can use the fear वाला prayer.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jyoti.
नहीं, गुरु पूर्णिमा की फिर से शुभकामनाएं.
Yes.
धन्यवाद. Lovely recording. It really made me cry. It was so touching. So touching. Everyone made time to get together and sing it. So sweet of you. Thank you. Very, very precious. I'm going to save it.
Thank you.